Welcome to the Morale Booster Network, a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through coaching and mentoring. I remain your host, Dr. John Ugulu. I am an author, speaker, and strategist. I always say experience is the best teacher. You can stream or download this podcast from YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Google Podcast, Player FM, and Pandora. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Good evening from Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are listening or watching us from. I know some of you are watching via Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. And those of you who are just joining us for the first time, my name is Dr. John Ugulu. I want you to please like and share this broadcast because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. Thank you so much. Welcome. Every day above ground is a blessed day. So remember, like and share this broadcast. Let's all do that at the same time. I will do the same thing right away. In the meantime, how are you all doing? I always love to ask this question because I know right now the level of depression generally, globally, has increased. A lot of people are going through stress. People are going through challenges. But here is what I want to assure you. You who's listening to me right now, I want you to know that whatever it is you're going through in your life, it is a phase. It is a phase that will surely pass. All right? So while we wait for more people to join this broadcast, I want you to please remember, like and share the broadcast. Like and share. It will not cost you much. Like and share. So let's help those people who need to hear the message. I want to do the same thing here. While you're sharing, I would also be doing that. I want to share it to my I want to make sure it's on all my social media platforms. Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm doing now. Like and share. Every day above ground is a blessed day. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Yes, I'm so excited today. You know, when you're doing something you're passionate about, you end up never working. I love to speak. I love to motivate and inspire people. What about you who's listening to me? What are you passionate about? What's your purpose? What's your calling? I know you love to work hard so you can pay bills, but sometimes it gets really frustrating, right? Yes. Okay, I promise I will not take much of your time today. Let's see. Okay, I promise not to take much of your time today. I'll do my best to be as quick as possible. All right, so today I will be talking about kindness. I want you to grab a pen and notepad and take down as much information as you possibly can, because what I want to talk about today is something we need generally in the world, especially now that we're going through challenging times. We have war happening in Ukraine. We have people who are, who have lost their jobs. We have people who are struggling with a particular illness. We have people who are going through relationship struggles. We have people who cannot even afford to pay their bills. It's the end of the month right now. There's so many people who do not even know where they will get money from to pay their bills. Yes. And I know that there's so many people out there who have been through these stages in life. And that's why I want to share with you what I know, what has helped me. So our topic for today is kindness. And we will be talking about spreading goodness in the world. Yes, spreading goodness in the world. I want you to repeat this after me. Say kindness. Say kindness. Repeat it one more time, please. Say kindness. Yeah, we will be talking about spreading goodness in the world. Repeat it after me. Say spreading goodness in the world. Write that down. Spreading goodness in the world. Have you seen my new book titled From Shyness to Public Speaking? Look, if you are thinking of starting your own podcast, if you are thinking of overcoming shyness because you're a shy person, if you are thinking of getting into the public speaking space, that's a book I wrote for you. Because I used to be a shy person, so shy that I couldn't even imagine myself doing what I do now, right? But right now I'm a public speaker. I have a podcast. How did it happen? Something happened. I did 10 things that helped me overcome shyness. And I have put those 10 steps in the book that I just published, titled From Shyness to Public Speaking. It's a book on how to overcome shyness. If you know anybody who's shy, if you are shy, use this opportunity to go and purchase a copy for them. All right, let's start. Spreading goodness in the world. When we talk about spreading goodness, what comes to mind? I want you to think about it. When you're talking about spreading goodness in the world, what comes to mind? Especially now that we have people going through all kinds of challenges. Now, in my own little way, spreading goodness in the world is a concept. If you want to spread goodness, it's a concept. It should be a project dedicated to documenting and sharing stories of kindness with the aim of inspiring positivity, empathy, and goodwill amongst people. Now, I would want us to delve deeper into 10 ways of spreading goodness in the world. Now, these are 10 ways that I want to recommend and suggest to every one of us out there. I don't know where you're listening to me from, but I want you to write down these 10 ways of spreading goodness in the world. Right now, the world needs you more than ever before. The world needs good people more than ever before. Too many people are going through depression right now. Too many people are going through anxiety right now. And I want you who's listening to me to be that source of joy to the next person who is going through stress. It doesn't matter if you are an employee, it doesn't matter if you are a business owner. Look, we owe the world a responsibility of sharing goodness. So I want to share with you 10 ways of spreading goodness in the world. Number 1 is, write this down, the power of storytelling. The power of storytelling. I want you to write this down and repeat it after me. The power of storytelling. Now, when you hear that word, storytelling, it's only one word. Storytelling is a compelling way to connect with people emotionally and also to convey the transformative power of kindness. I'm sure you all know Steve Jobs. When he was alive, he once said, the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. He went further to say the storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. The most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. You are a storyteller. You who's listening to me right now, you are a storyteller. I am a storyteller. Everybody has a unique story to tell. A story that can transform the lives of people around you. Your story, no matter how insignificant you think it is, it will resonate with somebody. It will pull somebody out of stress. It will pull somebody out of that suicidal mindset. But I'm not saying anyone who is going through depression right now or anxiety or who is having suicidal thoughts should not seek help. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. But if you are going through any of these, I want to encourage you right now to seek help. But there is power in storytelling. So much power in it. If someone had told me years ago that I would become a public speaker, I would not have believed it. My mom used to always say it. When I was much younger, she would call me and she would say, John, when I was pregnant with you, I used to always have this dream. And in this dream, I'll see a tall, dark-skinned man dressed in suit, holding a microphone and speaking to a crowd. But because I was struggling with shyness at that point, whenever my mom was saying it, I would always quickly tell her to, hey, mom, stop it. Don't worry. I know your dreams do come to pass. But this particular one will not happen. And here's the reason why, mom. Because I am struggling with shyness. And whenever I said that to my mom, she would smile. She would smile and say, my son, don't worry. Wait and see. And today I am a public speaker. I enjoy speaking. I look forward to speaking. I am microphone hungry. How did that happen? There was a transformation. And if I could overcome shyness, trust me, it means anybody out there can. Because my level of shyness was at its peak. It was really, really bad. Really bad. If I could rise above shyness to become microphone hungry now, it means you too who's listening to me, you can overcome shyness. I want you to think about this. The power of storytelling. You have a story that will resonate with somebody. You have a story that can help somebody grow. Number 2, promoting empathy. Promoting empathy. That's another way we can spread goodness in the world. Promoting empathy. Empathy is hard. It is very hard to be empathetic sometimes because of the greedy nature, because of the way man is built. But we must be intentional about what we do. We must be intentional about promoting empathy. We must be extremely intentional about that because people are struggling. There's so many people right now who are waiting for you to just give them one negative word or to discourage them, and they will abandon everything that they've set out for in their life. I want to share a story with you. There was this young boy, and he was known for his boundless curiosity, and he had an adventurous spirit. He spent his days exploring the vibrant streets, parks, and neighborhoods, and he was always eager to discover something new. And guess what? On one sunny morning, as this young man strolled through a park, he noticed an elderly woman. And this woman was sitting on a bench, tears glistening in her eyes. He couldn't help, but he was drawn to her sadness. And what did this young man do? He approached this old lady cautiously. And when he got close to her, he asked her, "Ma'am, are you okay?" The woman replied. She said, "I am just missing my family." And while she was saying that, she was smiling, looking at this young man, saying, "I'm just missing my family. They live far away, and I haven't seen them in a long, long time." And this young man swelled with empathy. He asked her if he could sit next to her. And she said, "Oh, come on, you're welcome. Have a seat, my son." And this young man sat down. And he started sharing stories of his own family, his friends, and his adventures. And as he spoke, sadness gradually started to fade from this woman's look. Her sadness gradually was replaced by a sense of connection and warmth. And over the next few weeks, this young man made it a habit to visit this old woman. They became close, they became friends. And their encounters brightened each other. And this young man learned a lot of wisdom from this woman because she opened up to him. And as the years went by, they became so close and they gained from each other. He gained wisdom from her. And she learned another way of relaxing from this young man. That man was empathetic towards that woman. There's so many people you come across in your life and you don't even care what they're going through. You don't even care about what they're going through. I know so many leaders out there who don't bother to ask people what they're going through. All they are concerned about is what they stand to gain. Metrics. People are going through a lot. It is very important for us to always ask questions. Now, number 3, inspiring action. When you help to inspire action in others, that way you're spreading goodness. There's so many people out there who are lazy people. You have to constantly remind them of their goals and their visions. But still, as a good person, it is always advisable to do your best. Try to inspire action in other people. It shouldn't just stop at wanting to give people money or wanting to tell them stories. No. Be intentional about inspiring action in other people. Now, I want to go into the Bible here for a second. The Bible contains numerous references that inspire action and encourage believers to live out their faith through deeds and service to others. That's why I really, really love the Bible. And if you remember, there was a passage from the book of James that underscores the importance of action. Now, I want us to go to James chapter 2. Let me open it. James chapter 2, verses 14 to 17. I will be reading from the NIV version. Okay, NIV, the Bible, Holy Bible. Now it says, what good is it? I want you to repeat this after me. Say, what good is it? Repeat this after me, ladies and gentlemen. Say, what good is it? It says, what good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can you imagine that? It says, what good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? What good is it? There's so many people out there right now who have faith but no deeds. Faith is good. We need faith, but it must be accompanied with what is necessary. And it went further to say, can such faith save them? Faith without deed, can it save them? And 15 says, suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food, and if one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? Yeah, a man or a woman who doesn't have food, and you say, hey, it is well, don't worry, go in peace, God will help you. What good is it? Right? I want you to think about it. So it is our duty, it is our job to provide solutions. And there's so many people around us who cannot even afford 3 square meals. How do we and how can we encourage them? How can we assist them? It is very okay to share with people. There's so many people on your team that are not willing to work. They're not willing to put in the work. How can you inspire them? You do your best to support them. Do your best to motivate them. Although there's some people, no matter how much you motivate them, they're not willing to make any move. But instead, they're looking for ways to pull you down, looking for ways to pull everybody down. So when you find those ones, do your best, to the best of your ability. William Arthur Jr. said, all you can do is all you can do. And all you can do is good enough. But make sure you do all you can do. So that when you are backing out, when you are pulling out, you will know you have done your best. So inspire action in other people. Help them. Now let's go to the fourth one on how to spread goodness in the world. Number 4 is by celebrating diversity. Write this down. Celebrating diversity. Celebrating diversity. Let's constantly celebrate the diversity of acts of kindness across cultures, regions, and backgrounds. It shows that kindness knows no boundaries. That's one thing I know. Kindness knows no boundaries. It can be found anywhere. Even the smallest thing, such as opening the door for somebody. When you're walking into a building and you help someone open the door, that is an act of kindness. So it doesn't matter how small it is. Some people might think if you don't give out money, that's not kindness. No, there are several ways. Just by sharing this broadcast to all your social media platforms, that's a way of helping people. If you share this broadcast to your Facebook groups, your other groups, you are not just only helping one person, you're helping so many people. So there are different ways. So let's learn to celebrate the diversity in the acts of kindness. It does not necessarily have to be one particular way. And people get this wrong all the time. All right, let's celebrate the diversity of acts of kindness across cultures, regions, and backgrounds. All right, great. And the fifth way of spreading goodness in the world is fostering a sense of community. Fostering a sense of community. My communication mentor, Mr. Les Brown, would always encourage us to hang around only quality people. Hang around quality people. What does this mean? Look for like-minded people. Look for environments. Whatever you have been through in your life, there are billions of people, millions of people who are going through it. Now, I want you to always have this at the back of your mind. If you have ever been through stress, I have had times where things will be happening and I'll be asking myself, why is it happening? But right now, with the level of personal development that I have acquired, I no longer worry. I no longer fret over things I cannot control. When things are not going the way I expect them to go, what I do is I sit back, pray, and look out for the lesson, because I know it always comes with a lesson. But so many years ago, prior to me getting into the personal development space, at that time I used to fret for things I couldn't control. So, but right now, what am I doing? I am building a community of people who need motivation, who need inspiration, because I know it's a lifelong project for me. So let's all remember that whatever challenges we've ever been through in our life, it is therapy for somebody out there. So try as much as possible to engage people. Try as much as possible to foster a sense of community. And let's go to the sixth one, countering negativity. We all know that the level of negativity in the world right now is it's crazy. At the workplace, in your business partnership, in your school, in religious institutions, everywhere. Negativity is the order of the day. People thrive on negativity. People thrive on it. So, but we have to be intentional about countering negativity, because people are struggling right now. So don't go with them to that direction. Focus on the other side, the positive side. Always remember the law of polarity. It's a universal law. The universal law of polarity says that everything in the universe has two equal poles. You have negative and you have positive. You have good and bad, right? You have good and bad. You have light and darkness. That's it. So we must constantly be the light. We must constantly be the ones countering negativity. That's a good way of spreading goodness in the world. Number 7. Oh, yes. Number 7 is we must amplify positivity. We must amplify positive impacts. We must amplify positive impact. Now, I want to use a Bible story for this one. I'm sure some of you remember Zacchaeus from the Bible, right? In Luke chapter 19, verses 1 to 10, Zacchaeus, a tax collector known for his greed and dishonesty, encountered Jesus. And at that point, Zacchaeus experienced a very radical transformation when he experienced Jesus. And after he experienced Jesus, what did he do? He vowed. He made a vow. He made a vow to do what? Zacchaeus made a vow to repay those he had cheated and to give generously to the poor, magnifying the positive impact of his actions on his community. Yes, when he encountered something great, marvelous, he made a vow that he would do good, he would impact his community, he would do everything humanly possible to amplify positivity. And you who's listening to me right now, you might be at that stage where things are beginning to look bright for you. Things are beginning to look good for you. What are your plans? What do you intend to do? How do you intend to amplify positivity? How do you intend to impact the people in your community? How do you intend to impact the people in your family? How do you intend to impact everybody that you come across? Do you want to be the richest person in your crew, in your group? Do you want to be the only person doing well? Do you want to be the only person who is cognizant of how life should be lived? No. Go out there. Help people. Help as many people as you possibly can. Help as many people. It does not necessarily have to be just giving money all the time. No. Go out there and help people. Go out there and do some volunteer services. Go out there and are you good at singing? Go out there to the hospitals, to the elderly homes. Go and sing for people. Amplify positivity. Let people know that what they're going through right now is a phase in their life. Let people know that their dreams, it's possible for them to achieve their goals and their visions. Let people know that they shouldn't talk themselves out of their dreams. So go out there, just like Zacchaeus, and amplify your positive impact. All right, let's go to the 8th one. Number 8. We must learn to be a source of inspiration. I am not getting paid to do what I'm doing right now. I'm here just to inspire one person. My message is not for everybody. My message is for that one person, just that one person who would feel better just by listening to what I have said. My message is for just that one person who has been through challenges and things are beginning to pick up for that person. My message is for you to be a source of inspiration. My message is to remind you that your story can be therapeutic for someone else. Don't keep it to yourself. Be the light in darkness. I transitioned from shyness to public speaking, and now I have committed myself to helping millions and billions of people overcome shyness. What about you? How do you intend to become a source of inspiration? How do you intend to be a source of inspiration? How do you intend to be a source of inspiration? I want you to think about it. Think about it. All right? Be a source of inspiration. Number 9. Let's go to the 9th one. Promoting well-being. Acts of kindness from time immemorial have been shown to improve both well-being of the giver and the receiver. You know that feeling when you give? You know, it heals your body without you even knowing. When you give, when you help people, you feel a form of healing internally. That kind of happiness, like, oh my God, I just helped somebody right now. Oh God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is therapeutic. It is good for your well-being. But sometimes the spirit will be willing to give, to help, or you would not be in a position to help at that moment. How do you feel at that point? Don't beat yourself up. If you find yourself in a situation where you cannot give somebody who needs money, where you cannot give somebody who needs advice, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Do the best you can and be happy. If you cannot give genuinely, do not put yourself under any pressure. Pray for that person. It does not necessarily have to be giving out money. Pray for that person. Go out there just like I do. post motivational quotes every day. I have been doing that for years. Now, people think I post motivational quotes just based off of what's happening in my life. But I laugh when I hear people tell me that. They say, your quotes, I'm beginning to wonder if you're going through anything in your life. Oh yes, every human being has one challenge or the other. But I post motivational quotes not based off of what I'm going through. I post motivational quotes to help people out there. I put people first. Because every day when I wake up, my goal is to be a person of value to others. When I wake up, my goal is how can I add value to everybody around me? That's what I think about. That's what my brain is programmed to think about. That's what's in my head. How can I add value to everyone's life? Anyone who comes across me through social media, through anywhere, how can I add value? I post motivational quotes because I know I cannot give everybody money. But my quotes would heal at least one person every day. So promote well-being. And the last one is measuring positive change. Measuring positive change. It is very, very important that we measure the positive changes that we influence, that we experience, because that way we can celebrate it and decide and choose to do better, to do more. So I want you to think about this. Life itself is a challenge. Yeah, I see. Okay, let's see. There's somebody here who, let's see what he said. He said, my name is being scandalized by people that I don't even know. Oh, Mr. Byron, what you're going through right now is not new. What you are going through right now is not new. Do not allow people's opinions of you become your reality. I want you to repeat this after me, Byron. I want you to say, I will not allow people's opinions of me become my reality. I want you to repeat this after me. Say, I will not allow people's opinions of me become my reality. Now, who are the people who like to scandalize, who like to say negative things about people? These are people who don't understand life. And you don't want to go that low. For as long as you know you are doing the right thing, you should have nothing to worry about. You should have nothing to worry about. There was a quote that I posted on Instagram some days ago. Let me read that quote to you. Give me 1 second. That's a quote you need to hear. Now, it's a quote from, I want you all to listen to this. It's a quote from Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett. The quote says, listen please, it says, to a critic, no explanation will do. To a fan, no explanation is needed. Oh my God. Look, This is a great quote for you, Byron. To a critic, no explanation will do. Yes. To a fan, no explanation is needed. I want you to think about it. Just make sure what you are doing is the right thing. Keep going. And forget about the scandals. This is a question a friend of mine would always ask. She would say, John, will this matter in 5 years? Like if you're going through challenges, she would ask you, hey, what you're thinking of right now, what you're bothering about, what you're disturbing your head about, will this matter in 5 years' time? No. My mom would always say, John, my son, whatever goes up must come down. That's the law of gravity there. Whatever gets hot at some point will cool down, right? That's the law of seasons. There would always be a season where people would want to tarnish your image. Oh, yes. But why do they do that? Because you are important. I want you to repeat this after me. Say, I am important. Do you want to be ordinary? If you want to be ordinary, that's fine. Then nobody will talk about you. Nobody talks about ordinary people. Come on. Think about it. Nobody talks about ordinary people. So you have a decision. You have a choice to make. If you want people to stop tarnishing your image, stop saying negative things about you, or trying to scandalize your name, then remain ordinary. But if you want to live an exceptional life, expect it from low lives. It is part of life. It is part of the growth process. I want you to think about it, Byron. I want you to repeat this with conviction. Say it one more time with conviction. Say, I am important. Say, I am important. Yes, you are. That's why. That's why. I want you to go and think about this. Don't let it bother you. Do not fret over things you cannot control. Everybody who's living a life of purpose will at some point run into scandals. Everybody who is living a life of purpose will at some point make some mistakes. And when you make mistakes, what do? You accept, you own up, you accept your mistakes, and what? You apologize. Because it is part of the growth process. I want you to look into the history of great men and women who have passed through the surface of the earth. So I want you to look into this. Yes, life happens. Life happens. Life happens. And don't worry. What you're going through is a phase in life. Heraclitus said the only constant in life is change. Change is constant. Remember the law of seasons? The law of seasons. Even in the Bible, it says, to everything, there is what? a season and a time. That's in Ecclesiastes, right? Ecclesiastes 3. To everything there is a season and a time. But it is our job right now to do what? To spread goodness in the world. So if you're still listening to me, please remember, like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast, because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. I don't know where you're listening to me from. I don't know what you know about yourself. Neither do I know what the people around you know or think about you. But here's one thing that I know about you. I know for sure that you are an abode of greatness. You have greatness in you. And always remember that today is the first day of the rest of your life. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to this broadcast. It's been a pleasure and a privilege sharing with you, and I believe you learned a thing or two. Like and share this broadcast. If you have not purchased my book, click on the links. You would find the links in the caption. Click on the link, purchase a copy for yourself or buy for somebody out there. That's an act of kindness. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.